Well, today I'm Rajneesh here. I'm conducting a new chapter in a literature reader, class 8. My lecture is the 26th and the topic of the poem number 4 is the Mike Tiavi. It has been written by the Roald Dahl. ठीक है, Roald Dahl. The best part of this poetry that we must understand, because there has been the detail written here in your book. First, we want to have the more biopic and more known facts about the poem writer. Here, Roald Dahl was a British novelist, short story writer, poet, and the screenwriter. The meaning of the screenwriter, basically a writer of the celluloid cinema or a picture, who had also served as a fighter pilot in the Royal Air Force during the Second World War. See, he has been a fascinating type of the acting. He was also involved in the British Royal Force. He won the many awards, including the 1983 World Fantasy Award for the Life Achievement and the British Book Award. The Children's Author of the Year of the 1990. He is a man of a... He has, Mr. Roald Dahl is a man of a very mark. He has put a very certain registration in the literary circuit. He has won so many prizes, and his multifarious activities. He was also in the British Royal Force. He was the great beloved of the children. Most of the unique works include the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Matilda and the BFG, all the made into the successful films. Some of his the workings has been the translated and the transformed into the cinema. His other books include the James and the Jane Page, the Witches, the Germline and the Fantastic Mr. Fox. Here again, we will start from the Mike Tiavi. Actually, the Mike Tiavi is a chapter 4 and from the Oompa Loompa songbook. This poetry has been taken from the Oompa and the Loompa song. Here, what do you think is an addiction? Here, basically, the preface of this poetry that here the writer very systematically, in a very humorous mood and very fantastically is detailing the what are the demerits, what are the dysfunctional components of a children who has been watching TV. It has some very disastrous effects on their life days to come. So, the preface of this poetry, because the TV is also called idiot box, especially in the Germany, has a series of the dysfunctional and the demerits. Simply, the audio-visual impacts, the kill. Basically, it kills the imaginative cells of the children who is the growing. It completely locks your imaginative cells. You are the heavily influenced with the audio and the visuals and the view of the others. You are not in position to grow up with your own fantasy, with your own idea to come up. The only one that is the root, and that is and that is excessive viewing and the watching of a TV. So, boy and a student, please understand, it has, if you are watching the TV minimum for the 3 and the 4 hour in a day, in that very time, very simple, you are getting completely outside of the world and fully concentrating over the idiot box. It means that you are taking a goodbye of a socialization and giving your body in the rest, and it is also improving fat in your body and the junk in your mind, and it kills the completely good hormones and good cells, good imaginative cells in your body. Here I am starting here with the most important thing we have to learn so far for the children are concerned is the never let them near your television set. He is the urging, he is the requesting, Mr. Poet, that please understand the fact. This is basically a damaging things. Get rid of these all the idiot box. Or better still, just don't install the idiotic things and not at all. He is in position that in the no way is not giving the green signal, especially to the parents and to the children. Do not get install the TV in your home. He is so much frustrated because he knows the actual things. It is the mother of the so many disastrous things. That's why he is the urging before the parents and the childs. In almost every house we watch them the gapping at the screen and the loll and the slop in the long about, and they stare until their eyes pop out, and the last week in the someone place how a dozen eyeballs on a floor. Here, please understand, he regard TV as an idiot box, and in almost every house, this is not a matter of a similar house, it is a matter of the pluralistic society, it is a matter of the every country, it is a daily habit that the each and the everyone, including the children, is the fully submerged in and badly influenced in the flux of the TV. So we have watched them the gapping in the screen, and actually he is the watching when the TV is on, the boys and the children is the fully victimized, mesmerized, hypnotized, and keeping his open full of the retina over the floor, over the layer of the TV, and it simply kills the new idea to travel in your mind. And loll and the slop the tongue long about, and they stare until their eye pops out, and each and everyone having the keeping the eye on the flow of a TV, and they are not moving here and there, and finally the thing is here that there is a no movement in the body is the getting fat, and the mind is the getting unwanted junk well in your head. And the most important thing here that nobody is the realizing, nobody is the understanding as a watcher that what type of the hypnotism and what type of the mesmerism we are fully involved in, and generally the children see the TV on that length, they see the TV in hours and staring for a very long time. A dozen of the eyeballs on the floor, basically a dozen of eyeballs is basically a classic example. A dozen means it is a matter of the pluralistic watcher, and the eyeballs means the eyeballs, and on the floor, here the floor is a matter of the screen of a TV, because TV is the one and the watcher is the so many things. So many students and the guardians and the viewers. They sit and they stare and they stare and they sit, and until they are hypnotized by it. They want to see the floor of a TV for a very long time, and staring and the staring when they are very much mesmerized, hypnotized, only then they get out. They get out from there until they are hypnotized by it, until they are absolutely drunk. And with the shocking hasty junk, and when you will watch, when you are very much concentrating over the floor of the screen of a TV, you will find some of the boy is doing like this as I am doing. So much involved they are that it gives a very hasty junk, And oh, it means you are very much influenced by. Oh yes, we know it keeps them still, and do not climb out the window sill. And no doubt, generally, father and the mother are in this of the thinking, when my children will see the TV, they won't disturb, they won't come on the window, they don't go for the another destruction. So this is a nectar, this is a wonderful thing, simply to switch on the TV and keep the boys over there. And they never fight and kick and the punch, and they live free to cook and the lunch. Whenever they see TV, they forget about their timing, their discipline, their timing. There is a no time management. They forget about the exercise. They forget about their getting job. They forget about their task and wash the dishes in the sink, but they are ever stopped to think. Even they are doing the other job in the family, but the mind is the well set on the visual audio effect of a TV. To wonder just exactly what this does not to your beloved thought, it rots in the sense in the head. Actually, whenever and the whosoever is the watching the TV has given a very good of the junk in your mind, and it is never a good fertility for growing the very constructive thing. It kills the imagination, dad, and it clogs and the clutter of the mind. It completely discourages and completely check out the good imagination, and it makes the child so dull and the blind. And finally, when your age, when you will be the grow up and shake hand with some worldly, practical and the materialistic assignment, you will find that the dullness and the blindness towards the TV has been damaged, and he can no longer understand the fantasy and the fairy land. And right now in this age, whatever the good thing was the gifted by the God in the mind, that has been the burned, that has been the junk, that has been the destroyed, that has been the killed, and they cannot think about the fairy land, and the fantasy and the imaginative sense has been the fully diminished and completely perishable and the rotten. Thank you very much, and next time we will go for